Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about an important topic, singleness. If you want to chime in onto this topic, stay tuned to the video. So singleness is a big topic, especially around the time of Valentine's Day, especially in February. And I wanted to touch base on it because I really feel like a lot of us get carried away thinking that singleness is something horrible, that singleness is something bad, or that singleness is something we should be ashamed of, or why can't I get a man? Why can't I get a girl? What's wrong with me? How long do I have to wait? Why do I have to wait? Why am I still single? Why have I waited this long? Why have I been single this long? And it's okay. I mean, a lot of us have probably been on that single wagon, and it's a journey. It's actually known as a gift if you think about it, because it allows you to give time for yourself. You have time to figure things out about, not just about you, but figure things out about what you want in life, about what you want to do in life, about whether you like this or that, or whether you prefer this type of man, or whether you prefer this type of woman. Time is allowed for you to find a place, find yourself, love yourself in a way that nobody else will love you. Because sometimes when we're with somebody else, we sometimes get lost. We get lost in that relationship. The whole journey of being in that relationship, we get lost. And it's not that relationships are bad, or relationships suck, or there shouldn't be any relationships, because relationships, I mean, they're good. Adam and Eve, they became a couple because God said Adam shouldn't be alone, and he gave him Eve. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be in a relationship. Of course, relationships are beautiful. Love is beautiful. Finding love is beautiful. Finding the one is beautiful, yeah. But if you don't have time for yourself to find yourself before you find the one, or before you find somebody, you're not going to know about you. You're not going to have time to nurture you, in which I feel that's an important thing. When you have time to nurture yourself, time to learn about yourself, time to date yourself, just time for yourself. That's an important thing, especially when you've been in a relationship and you broke up with that person, or you've been in way too many relationships and you haven't had time to figure things out. I feel like that time of singleness is a critical part in your journey to find someone new, to find someone better, to find the one. Because you'll find who you are, who you really are. You'll find the person that you are meant to be. You'll find the things that you love. You'll find out the things that you really care about. And when you find that, you find you. You find you're in the center. You're only giving yourself time. And that's another thing. Before we touch into having time for owning yourself and investing in yourself, I find that singleness allows you to love yourself, to find that love that maybe you don't have yet, that maybe you don't feel yet. And let me tell you that the only person that can love you more other than God is yourself. You are going to love yourself more than anybody else. Your ex, your boyfriend, your current boyfriend, yeah, they love you. They loved you. Yes, there was love. But you know yourself more than they know you. So if you know yourself more than they know you, or they knew you, you will give yourself that extra oomph, that extra love, that extra care, because you know what you need. You know what you want. They may know what you want, but you know, sometimes we give these type of messages that are not even accurate, because sometimes we have it hard to communicate with our significant others, and so we don't tell them what we really want, what we really need. But if you have time, if you give yourself time to be single and find out what you really want, what you really love, how you really feel about certain things, you'll be able to voice it out and you'll be able to communicate in a better way. Hopefully I'm not going all over the place. It's just that I feel inspirational right now, so I'm like, hey, bam, 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 let's hit these notes. You know what I mean? Ride with me. If you're not riding with me, just comment down below. But singleness is actually a beautiful thing. It's something that we need to cherish. We need to take advantage of. Because at some point, we're not going to be single, because we're not meant to be single for life. Unless that's your gift, unless you like to be single, unless you don't want to be married, unless you don't want to be in a relationship. That's awesome too. That's awesome. That's really great. I mean, Paul in the Bible, he was single for life. He didn't get married, nothing. And he actually loved that. He actually liked to be single. He actually told the church, if only you guys were like me. Why did he say that? The reason why he said that is because singleness allows so much. It allows time. It just allows you to be you. It allows you to do you. It allows you to do what you want. It allows you to give yourself time, like I said. Now that we're talking about time, when you're single, you don't have to share that time. You're not even sharing at all. The time is all for you, and that time you can find your hobby. You can find what you've really been wanting to do, but because you've been focusing on your man, you've been focusing on your girl, you get lost and you don't do what you want to do, or you forget about what you want to do. And I feel like life, it goes by so quick in a blink of an eye. And if we don't do what we love, if we don't hit that bucket list, if we don't check out the bucket list, we're going to be like, what did we do all our lives? What did I do? Did I just go to work and come home? Go to work, come home, sleep? Did I just do that? Really? No, I feel like singleness allows you to check off those bucket lists, because at the end of the day, it's you. It's only you. Because someday, God forbids, y'all don't break up, okay? But God forbids. At the end of the day, you got you. It's only you. It's always only been you. Because you were born, you were in your mama's womb, right? You were in there alone. You started alone, right? You started alone, and then you met mama, and then you were with mama, right? So I feel like we got to learn to be able to be alone. If we have the privilege to be single, I think we should take advantage of that singleness. We should take it as a privilege. We should take it as something that's important. Independency is the greatest thing you could ever find. If you're not independent and you depend on someone else to go with you to the mall, someone else to go with you to refill your nails, someone else to go with you to the market, someone else to go with you to the library or to do an errand. I mean, what's the fun in that? Yeah, it's fun. It's fun if it's actually like a long day and you want to spend time with your friend. But if it's like an all-time thing and you haven't done it on your own ever, I feel like you're missing out on you. You're missing out on just spending your time with yourself, in the car, listening to music, going to the store and browsing through things, and just experiencing a moment of peace. Because that's what I find. I find it peaceful when I'm alone and I do things alone sometimes. Yeah, I like to have friends around me. And yes, I love to go out with my friends. I like to see them. I like to talk to them. But I also find that when you're on your own, doing your own thing, finding time for yourself, shopping alone sometimes, or doing things alone, I feel like that just gives you more time for growth. It allows you to feel like you can do things on your own, that you are independent, that you don't need anybody to do something for you, or you don't need anybody to go out somewhere, because you got you, and you learn to trust yourself. You learn to trust that you can do things, or that you can try something new, or that you can take a certain type of risk. You learn to trust the fact that you can do it on your own, that you can do things on your own, that you can change a tire on your own, that you can change your oil on your own, that you can buy a cool gift on your own. It's just something that I don't know how to explain it other than telling you that it's a gift being single. And if you find yourself feeling alone sometimes because you're single, it's normal and it's okay. You are going to have those times. Singleness isn't always fine and dandy, walking in a garden full of roses or sunflowers. It's not going to be like that all the time, and it's okay. Just like when you're in a relationship, it's not always going to be flowers and candies and licorice and whatnot and teddy bears. It's just like that. When you're single, you're gonna find yourself being alone sometimes, and it's fine, because from that loneliness you find strength, and with strength you're able to keep walking forward, knowing that that you got your own back, that you can do things on your own, that you have the ability, that you have the mentality to be able to do it on your own, to be able to do things on your own, to not depend on anybody else. In the long run, we are going to find the one. It's not like we're going to be single for life. God forbid. Let's start praying. Nah, I'm just kidding. You're not going to be single for life, okay? So don't feel bad that Valentine's Day is around the corner and you have nobody. Don't feel bad that you're all alone on Valentine's Day. Because you know what? You can do what you want, actually. You can do whatever it is that you want. You can go out, have a picnic with yourself. Go out with your dogs and have a picnic with them. Go out with your friends and have a picnic with them. Or go out with your friends to the mall. I'm pretty sure there's going to be sales. Hey, Forever 21. But girl, if you're alone on Valentine's Day, take advantage of that. Go watch a movie with your girl. Go watch a movie with your best friend. Go catch up with your best friend. Catch up with that girl that's single too. You gotta empower the other girl. Empower yourself to be able to empower the other one, your friend. So on Valentine's Day, do yourself a favor. Give yourself time. Take yourself out. Go to the mall. I really hope that singleness doesn't bring you down this year, that 2017 you actually learn about yourself and grow if you are single, and not to be ashamed because you're single. Learn to embrace singleness and walk the journey of singleness, and knowing that you're going to find someone someday, and you will find someone someday. It's not like you're going to be alone forever. On Valentine's Day, treat yourself well, nurture yourself, take care of your heart, because at the end, you are the only one that can guard your heart from whoever wants to come and break it. The only guardian other than God that's going to guard your heart. So take care of it. Take care of your soul. Take care of yourself. Nurture yourself. Love yourself. Find time for yourself. Take yourself out. Treat yourself. For Valentine's Day, do yourself a favor. Do something out of the ordinary for yourself. Go out and buy yourself a box of chocolate, or buy yourself some Starbucks, or buy yourself some jewelry, or buy yourself that favorite shadow you've been wanting, or go out and take a walk with your dog and meet people and just be out and be free and be happy and live your life, because you are given the gift of singleness, of being able to be alone, finding yourself through that moment. It's a gift, guys. It's a gift. It really is a gift, and it shouldn't be a burden. It shouldn't be a barrier to find yourself, or to move on, or to be sad. It should actually be something that's making you better and better each day. Hopefully next time I come with points, because I feel like it might be all over the place. I really hope it's not. Give me some tips, guys. I think I should organize all this. Actually go with points instead of just blurting it out and telling you guys how I feel and just saying it. So remember that singleness is only temporary. You're not going to be single for life. You're not going to live a single life forever. You're going to have somebody someday. But during that time that you're single, invest time in yourself, love yourself, nurture your soul, nurture your heart, because at the end, you're going to be that one person that someone else is asking for, because you actually invested time on you. You invested time on changing the things that you probably didn't like in the first place. You'll be selfless. You'll be easier to love. You won't be holding grudges because of past exes, but instead you'll have a full heart. You'll be loving yourself, Because over everything I've said, loving yourself is the most important thing you can do for you. Loving yourself, finding love for yourself is the most important thing that you can find. Because at the end, if you don't love you, how can you love? If you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? It would be hard to love because you don't even love yourself. But if you love yourself and you truly love who you are and what you're all about, then loving somebody else is going to be easy. You're not going to be trying hard because you're going to know how to love you. And when you love yourself first, you're going to be able to love somebody else back. And when you love somebody back, it's not going to be out of selfishness. It's not going to be because you're lonely and you need somebody. It's going to be because you actually love this person, because you actually like this person, because you actually want to be with this person. You won't be thinking twice about, should I get with him? Is he worth it? He's not that cute, but he has certain characteristics that I like. No, because when you know you, when you really find out who you really are, when you invested that time, you're going to know what you want, how you want it, what you're all about, and what you want them to be all about. You won't have to tell them, you got to do this, you got to do that. You won't have to mold them to what you want. Why? Because you're going to pick somebody, you're going to wait for somebody that is going to fit what you want. You won't have to pick and choose. You won't have to be like, oh, well, he has 10 of what I like, except for 5 more things, minus 5 more things. You won't have to debate about it. Because being alone won't be an issue anymore. You won't be in such a hurry to be in a relationship. You won't be in such a hurry to just settle for anybody. You won't. Because you're loving yourself. Because you love you. Because you love being with you. Because you love spending time with yourself. You watching this. You girl, you boy watching this. You are valuable, important, and special. And if you don't feel that you are special, important, and valuable, please, please, please promise me that you're going to find love for yourself, that you're going to find that you are special, that you're going to find that you are unique, that you're going to find that you are important. Don't wait on somebody else to tell you that you're important, or that you're pretty, or that you're handsome, or that, damn, like, you looking good. No, don't. Because at the end, they're just words. They're going to slip and slide because you hear them so many times. But if you tell yourself, I'm looking good today. I like how this looks on me. I like my hair. I like my dress. I like my jeans. I like my Jordans. If you find that you can tell yourself that, you won't need validation from anybody else. You won't need that validation when you post something. You won't need it. Because you know you're good. Because you know you're good enough. Because you don't need to ask somebody else or wait for somebody else to tell you something. That's loving yourself. Loving yourself is caring about yourself so much that you're not going to put yourself in a relationship that is toxic. You're not. Or you're not going to put yourself in a relationship because you're settling. Because you just want somebody to fill the void. You won't need to find that void anymore. You won't have to find the void. God will be filling that void. And not just that, but the love for you, the love that you have for yourself will be filling that void.